PIN number.
Yeah.
PIN number.
Okay, so you have different opportunities and different things. So let's look at vocabulary, for example. If we were to look at vocabulary, and we press it again.
Payment.
Okay, it says payment, but then if I press this, it breaks down the word and gives you phonics. Pull.
Pull.
So you can repeat, we can practice.
Stop. Apple.
So it's giving you an opportunity to learn new vocabulary words, as well as pronunciation and spelling as well.
A. They. Bathe.
What's bathe?
Bathe.
I have a bath, I have a shower, I have a bathe, bathe, and bathe, right? Bath.
Way.
Way. Okay, so there are various vocabulary, and there's also this one I think is quite interesting as well. Sorry. Let's do find image. Okay, we did that already. Choose word. So you get two selections.
Yeah.
Which one is it? Payment or tax?
Payment.
Okay.
Payment.
Okay.
Yeah, it's easy.
Signature.
Check.
Check.
Tax.
Right.
Tax.
So what it basically does, it gives you repeated opportunities. So you, with practice, you can. It's reinforced in your memory. Choose, listen, and choose.
Amount.
Which one?
Credit card.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Payment. Coin.
Right. So what it's basically doing, it's building
Tax.
a vocabulary as well. Okay. All right. So there are there are various categories. All right. Written words. So for your spelling as well. How would you? What's the next letter? P-A-Y? Okay. Excellent. So if I put D, it's not going to do it, right? So eventually it will give me the correct word, right?
Yeah.
You guys understand? All right. So I think this, even though it's for beginners, it's very useful for you as well to build your vocabulary as well as your pronunciation. Okay. Do you have any questions on this app? It's okay.
How many words how many vocabularies in this application?
Good question. I don't quite know because I'm still using it, and every day I'm finding new things. So again, practice. The more you use it, the more words you will find. But my guess is probably a couple hundred at least. You know, if it's too much, then it's quite a lot to consume for a person. If you're learning vocabulary every day, but I think it's adequate enough that when you go on to the intermediate level, where you have over 1,000 words, it also helps you because the intermediate gives you natural expressions as well.
And I think a little bit difficult to learn with this application for verb.
Right, actions.
Yeah, action. Learn is easy easy to learn with this application. Verb is a little bit difficult to in a picture.
Right.
Yeah. So there's some those kind of keyword words.
Sentences.
Yes. Sentences.
Yeah.
I agree. The verb, phrase verb.
Yeah,
For
phrasal verbs.
example, make out or make off.
Right. So, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on and introduce the second app, and you will see where we can use it. All right. So let's go on to the second app, which is this one. So as I said to you, because I'm using the iPhone, I can only show you up to 20 of the conversations. So for example, I wouldn't worry about this since it's a free app. This will come up all the time. But for example, where are you from deals with location. So if I was to press the entire app,
Hello,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm good.
it gives you
How are you?
the
Good. Do you speak English?
A little. Are you American?
Yes.
Where are you from?
I'm from California.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So basically, these conversations are a lot to do with small talk, and gives you an opportunity when you meet people from different countries or you're in a different situation you don't know what to talk about. There are various topics for beginners, and so there are many sentences you can follow here and also quiz yourself on what the topic is about. All right, so let's look at the next one, asking directions. This is very common for me, I always get lost, so let's see.
Hi, Michael.
Hi, Amy. What's up?
I'm looking for the airport.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it there. So if I don't want to listen to the entire conversation, I could just press on Amy, for example, and it'll say,
Hi, Michael.
all right, so I can get repeat,
Hi, Michael.
listen and repeat, all right? So it depends on what I wanna, for example, if I wanna get a sentences,
Do you know if there's a restroom around here?
okay?
Do you know if there's a restroom around here?
Do you know if there's a restroom around here? Okay, so that's a good way where you can also build your sentence structure more naturally. Okay? So, getting all of that, and you see it says purchase Speak English Pro only $199. Okay, so I'm going to cancel that. So, for example, getting back to phrases, if I went on to 1,000 most common phrases, I could choose any of these various topics. For example, common expressions. I can press.
Be careful driving.
Oh, do you understand? So it's building the sentence structure as you cover it.
Be careful. Can you translate this for me?
This is a very common sentence we use at work.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Excellent. Good idea.
All right. So each conversation, they take on various phrases and natural expressions, so you can use it.
I don't understand.
Okay. Right. So that's one. And there are various categories like greetings, numbers and money, location, phone, internet, mail. For example, these are different phrases or sentences where you would use in a situation. Okay.
I'd like to send a fax.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay, so you're in the passport office, I'll be right back. Okay, communication difficulties, making friends, entertainment, cultural expressions, general questions, and so on. That's one. And then if you want, apart from phrases, if you want more words, 1,500 most common words, then we could look at, for example, call, card, computer, cord, delete, email, envelope.
Envelope. Fax. Information.
Okay, so it's very interactive, and the more you use it, the more comfortable you become. Again, I guess I can give you a better measurement and say there are 1,500 words and over 1,000 phrases. Yeah. Okay. Any questions on this app? Are you comfortable?
What's the rating?
The rate me.
Rate me.
Yeah. So I guess you can choose if you like it or you dislike it.
Okay.
Right? So, all right, and then at the bottom it also says more free apps. So apart from these 3 apps, you can explore and find new ones. Yep. All right, so I'm gonna move on to the third one. Okay, great. So the third one would be the American English conversation. So they have, when I first introduced it before, we didn't have all this, the loud noises. Anyway, as I said to you in the beginning, there are about 10 categories that are free, that provide both the podcast and the audio and the dictation, so you can read. But as you go down, all you can get is the dictations. So science and conversations, there are 542. News, there are hundreds of them. America, Mosaic, Health, Stories, This is America, The Making of a Nation. So there are many things, economic reports. So if you went into economic reports, they talk about corruption in Asia and so on. I'm not quite sure if this one works, but I'm going to give it a try, because this is more than 10 categories. Okay, so this one doesn't work, all right? All it does, it gives you the words, the article, right? But if I wanted to say, for example, I went up to the top and I chose science, and I chose the first app, then I could get, please bear with me a minute. So they're playing it right now. So it basically gives you 15 minutes of the...
From VOA Learning English,
Yeah.
this is Science in the News.
And you
I'm
can,
Anna Mateo.
you can
Across
move
the
it.
planet last year.
You can adjust
The world
wherever you want,
meteorological.
right? So my advice to you would be, for example, you don't have to listen to the entire podcast. However, perhaps the first 2 or 3 paragraphs, you listen to it a couple times, and then when you feel comfortable, you start to dictate the main points like you do in a meeting. And I think that's a practical way. You can choose the vocabulary words as well, and you can also develop your own sentences as part of self-studying. Yeah. I'm not just saying this, I'm also going to give you guidance. I'm going to provide you different ways how you can use these different apps to improve yourself. Okay, so for example, if we were to go back to the if we were to go back to this, and I just mentioned these 3 different apps, we can go on to practical self-study method tips. Daisuke, can you please read number 1?
Number 1.
Yeah.
Read aloud whenever you can. Reading aloud is useful because it makes you speak words which you have chosen yourself.
Chosen yourself. So if you read aloud whenever you can, thank you very much. It's useful because it makes you speak words which you have chosen yourself. Miyako, can you please read number 2?
Try talking to yourself. For example, I'm walking down the stairs and going to the kitchen.
Yeah, thank you very much. So sometimes people might think it's strange you're talking to yourself at work, but if you are generally doing various actions, I'm going to open the door, I'm walking to the elevator, you're naturally speaking.
Self-speaking.
Yes, right. So people might think you're strange, but if you get more comfortable with it, you're communicating in English.
But it sounds strange.
Strange. But I've seen stranger things. You could do it at home.
Yeah.
All right, it's not uncommon. Yeah, people do sing with headphones on. I sing with headphones on.
English is okay in Japan. Yeah, self-speaking.
Sure.
But self-speaking Japanese is really strange.
I think if you get
In
more
Japan,
used to
in
it.
Japan, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. On that note, I say number 3. Can you
Okay,
please read
yeah.
number 3?
Yeah, number 3, say all the things you see around. It improves your brain to mouth speed. Yeah.
Okay. So in this room, what do you see?
Oh, so this is a big projector,
Yeah.
TV, screen, and
Yes.
we are 300 people.
There are 300 people here. Yes.
And
Bright lights.
all right. Yeah.
Right.
Dark
It's
outside.
dark
yeah.
outside. Right. So there are various things. So you're also building your vocabulary, but you have a sense of your environment. Okay. Number 4. Who wants to try number 4? Anybody? Try number 4. Who would like to read number 4? Okay, sure.